Welcome, everyone, to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania and gorgeous PNC Park. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Towing the slab in today's game, Mitch Keller. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound. All right, ready to get underway. Austin Martin getting ready to hit. And that one is lifted in the air. O'Hearn on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out. Take a look at the lineup. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
The 0-1. Swings through the sweeper. Just getting started here in Pittsburgh.
Ball one.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch. Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit. One run batted in yesterday, their only run of the game. And he's the home run leader on this team, Singy. That's off the inside corner. Ball one. Right through there for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Look out! And it hit him.
Batting fourth, shortstop, Otto Lopez.
Ball outside.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
Ball.
And that's a base hit. And now two aboard.
Batting fifth, second baseman
Luke Keeschel, the next Twin up to hit.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Ball.
That's outside.
Ball two.
And that's ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That's inside. And now 3-0. And that'll load the bases.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Lined, and that's a base hit. 1 run's in. Fires to the plate, and he's out.
On the tag, you're out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Twins 1 and the Pirates coming up. You're watching Minnesota Twins baseball on the back here at PNC Park. Our starter in this one, Bailey Ober. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him? Digging in, Spencer Horwitz. In the air, left field. Martin makes a nice running catch. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Batting second, right fielder, Ryan O'Hearn.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Now the 0-1. And ball 1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. The 0-2. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, they'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it'd throw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence.
That is the inning. Offense held in check there. We head to the second from PNC Park. Minnesota leads this one 1-0. Back here in Pittsburgh, all set for the start of the inning. So the Minnesota Twins are hovering around 500, about a third of the way into this season. Singy, they're doing okay, but I think we expected more out of them.
Yeah, I thought they'd be a little higher up in the standings than they've been so far. They're not out of anything yet, but they haven't done anything to separate themselves. They've got some work to do before the All-Star break to put themselves in a good position if they're going to contend down the stretch.
And there's 1 away. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. He was 2 for 4 in Wednesday's game.
Ball. Ha!
Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
Ball.
That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. And down on strikes. That's out number 2.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And that misses. And it's 1-1.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Gonzalez to first in time. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's O'Neal Cruz.
Left fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
Ball. Ball, no.
And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Goes down looking.
Batting fifth, designated hitter, Ryan Reynolds.
Ball one.
Swings and misses. 1-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Now here is Nick Gonzalez.
Aye.
He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Ball.
On the ground to
Foul
first,
ball.
and foul ball. Good job to fight that one off.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Down in order go the Pirates. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Austin Martin.
That one fouled off. The old keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Started after it, appeal to first. No swing. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Out towards right center field. O'Hearn takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Up next for Minnesota, center fielder Byron Buxton.
On the ground to third, and that goes foul. The 0-2.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 up, 2 down. Next to hit, Matt Wallner. Hit by a pitch his first time and then came around to score. Up the middle, it's through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Up next for Minnesota, shortstop, Otto Lopez.
Swings through that one, out in front that time. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Late with the swing there. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Luke Keeschel, the next Twin, up to hit. He reached on a walk his first time. And that one is downstairs. And that is ball 1. Foul ball there. His stolen base numbers this season are good enough to put him top 5 in baseball, Singy. 2 on, 2 outs. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that is that. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Stays alive. The 0-2.
Ball 1. Ball 2.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him.
Got him.
One away on a drop third strike. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
At the plate, Connor Griffin.
No, that's a ball.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Up, ball.
Two. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Jake Mangum, the next to hit.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Gets him easily, ends the inning. 9 straight retired here to start the game. You're watching. Start of the 4th, and now for the Twins, Cody Clemens.
Well, these Twins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet.
Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. It's his 8th home run of the year. And they add to the lead. It's 2-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Tap foul at the plate. Fouled off to the right. Nobody on his team has a better batting average than he does, Siggy. Swing and a miss. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Ryan Jeffers will hit next. Struck out looking at his first at bat. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. 2 away now.
Ball.
Jackknifes out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
On the ground to the left. Gonzalez throws to first, and that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 4th, and now the Pirates leadoff man, Spencer Horwitz.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up. You know, these Pirates, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Grounder off the pitcher. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
There's the strike.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Ball.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
In the air, left field. And there are 2 down. Lau at the plate. Fly to left his first time.
Baseman Brandon Lau.
Ball 1. Ball 2.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. The Pirates yet to pick up a hit here. Swing and a foul straight back. Two down, nobody on. That one just misses, and the count is filled up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Line to the right center field. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Pirates.
We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
Hurt one.
And a 1-2. Out to short. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Pirates leave. New inning getting started. And here's the Twins leadoff guy, Austin Martin.
That's a strike.
Hard hit right side. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Up next for the Twins, center fielder Byron Buxton.
The 1-1. Fastball for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2.
Ball.
Nice grab. Fires to first. Throw pulls him off the bag and he's safe.
Up next for the Twins.
One
right
gone
fielder,
runner at first.
Matt Wallner.
Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back and it's gone. His 14th of the year. And they add to their lead. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Pitchers are taught to keep the ball down so that you don't get hurt. But unfortunately on that one, he made a pretty good pitch in terms of location, but it was just a better swing.
On the mound now for the Pirates, Isaac Matson.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Strike 2. Action in the pen down there. Hunter Barco, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Lawrence also throwing.
Ball.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. 2 runs across in the inning, and we're at the top of the 5th. Ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out. Here's the second baseman, Luke Keeschel. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on.
No.
And that one is inside. The 3-1. And there's ball
That's
4.
Ball. Take your base.
That's a really good take right there, and that's
Up
just
next
mentally
for Minnesota,
prepared, knowing
first
that if it's
baseman,
not on a
Cody
tee, you're going to
Clemens.
take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
That
Ball.
one misses. That's 5 straight. On the ground. Oh, look at the stop. over to first. Pretty nice play there.
You're out.
But the Twins bring in 2 on the homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. This is Twins baseball on the show North. Bottom of the inning. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Ryan Reynolds. And he grounds one to the right side. To first, 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Pirates, third baseman, Nick Gonzalez.
Check swing called strike. That's strike 1.
No.
Challenge from behind the dish here. So the call stands. Still 1 challenge left for them. Pitch is in there. And the count 1-2. The Twins leading by 4. Last half of inning number 5.
Ball.
Really
No.
nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
That's to third. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Up next for the Pirates, catcher,
Endy Rodriguez. The next Pirate to hit. 0 for 1 so far.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Sets him down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one. Alan Roden digs in now.
Ball.
Matson, in his 2nd season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Slice the other way, that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Now here is Ryan Jeffers. His righty-lefty splits there. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Mangum racing over to make the catch. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play.
Well, we assume it, but not all double plays are 6-4 threes or something like that. Right there, it's just sort of a combination of good defense and poor base running, and probably more of the latter. That's a big turn of events in this inning, though.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Isaac Matson departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm. New pitcher now, Justin Lawrence.
Number 61.
On for the 30th time this year.
Ball.
He was late there, strike 1. Culpepper started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and yes, he offered at it. Two down, nobody on. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Twins back here at PNC Park. Well, we go bottom 6. Connor Griffin now at the plate. That's a slider for a strike.
You know, these Pirates, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Here's the 0-2. Struck him out swinging. Strikeout number 8.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. Look out down there. Culpepper throws across the diamond, and they got him.
I don't know what it looks like going through the zone for those hitters, but the swings are defensive, and that's a real indicator, along with just the other stuff you guys have noticed about how nasty he is right now.
So the Pirates batting order turns over. Spencer Horwitz getting ready to hit.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Down.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Got him swinging. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. Major League Baseball is on the show. We go to the top of the 7th, and here's the Twins leadoff guy, Austin Martin. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Hunter Barco, the rookie left-hander, appears to be getting going. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Got him. Now 1 away.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Misses the sweeper. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. Gets to it onto first. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
Up next.
So digging in, Matt Wallner. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
And he swings through that one. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. It's the Twins 4 and the Pirates nothing. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And that one popped in the air left field. Martin settles underneath it. Takes it in for the out.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
Outside low, ball one.
Yeah.
The Twins leading by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Just missed.
Ball 2.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So they're now out of challenges. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And a couple of quick outs. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's going to be O'Neal Cruz.
Ball 1.
Out to short, Lopez. Slings to first.
You're out.
That's the 3rd out. Another scoreless inning, and now that's 7 shutout frames. This is Pirates with a new arm on the mound, Yohan Ramirez.
Going to be a tough matchup for him right here. Right-handed hitters have been having a lot of success against him so far this season.
First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Checks over to first, back safely. Stepping in, Luke Keeschel. Lopez gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Here goes the runner, and that one gets past the catcher. Lopez into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Got him. 1 away.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. No, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
1 out and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. He's got it. Runner tags and will move up to third.
Up next for the Twins, the designated hitter, Alan Roden.
Digging in, Alan Roden, 1 for 3. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1.
Strike.
Late on that fastball.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. Back here in Pittsburgh, to the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Brian Reynolds. This one in the air, center field. Buxton under it. one up, one down. And that one upstairs, ball one. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Here's a 1-2. Swinging a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Tap back to the mound. Throws to first in time.
Up next for the Pirates, catcher Andy Rodriguez.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Andy Rodriguez.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
Well, this guy on the mound's done a lot better than we would have expected, and the hitters just don't seem to have the right game plan.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Totally dominant on the mound as he's through 8 without surrendering a run. You're watching back here at PNC Park, and now the Twins catcher, Ryan Jeffers. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Ramirez, a righty that throws with power. 30 years old now, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Backed off the plate that time. Three-2 on the way. Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Ball.
Outside corner, there's a strike. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Yohan Ramirez out of the game. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Hunter Barco.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Martin now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Not the best swing that time from the first round pick.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And that is that. Bottom of the ninth coming up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break. Back here in Pittsburgh, last chance for the home team. Singy, what would it mean for them if he's able to finish it off?
Well, Boog, I mean, this is huge right here, and if he's able to do it, it would give the bullpen a night off and gives him that much more belief every time he's out there that he can go deep into the ball game. I think they'll feel more confident as well that he's going to put them in a position to win each and every time. If he can complete the shutout, I think they could use it as a springboard to more success over the next few games.
One down.
Up next for the Pirates.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jake Mangum has grounded out a couple of times. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Yep.
Swing and a bouncer towards third. Fires to first in time.
Up next for the Pirates, first baseman, Spencer Orwell.
And that one fouled off. In the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Coming up on pitch number 100, probably nearing the end of his outing here, Boog.
And that's outside. That one misses. Ball 3. The Buccos down by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. They're down to their final strike. And what a play! Ball game.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know he's going to stew a little bit over that one hit that he gave up, because when you look at the body of work, so dominant, if he'd have made just one better pitch, perhaps he'd have a no-hitter.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. From the home of the Pirates, we're at beautiful PNC Park. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And on the hill, Bubba Chandler. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you needed a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting second, the shortstop, Otto.
And next for Minnesota, Otto Lopez. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. Just getting started here in Pittsburgh. He dives, but he can't make the catch. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. That could be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
Late swing, foul to the left. First and second, no outs here in the second game of the series.
That's the ball.
The 1-1. That one at triple digits.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Stays alive. First and second here, no outs. Got him looking for the strikeout. And that is a big first out. Take a look at the lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground.
And he gets to third safely, moving up on the fly out, and there are 2 gone.
The second baseman, Luke.
Here's the second baseman, Luke Diesel.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Here goes the runner. Pitch misses inside. Throw to second, on a bounce, safe.
Well, it really doesn't matter what the situation is. When a guy like this gets on first, you know he's going to steal second at some point during the at-bat. Nice job to get in the scoring position. The defense probably knew it was coming, but they just couldn't do anything to stop it.
And that's the third out. A couple of hits. We go to the bottom of the first. And now here's the starter for Minnesota, number 60. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough. Stepping in, Spencer Horwitz. That one the other way. And that's going to get into the corner. The throw in. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Base hit into the outfield. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out. And now it's Brandon Lowe. Nice grab. Comes home with it. And very nicely done for the out.
Batting fourth.
I think he could have had a better read than that. With the infield back and a ball on the ground, you're expected to score if you're going to go. To get thrown out at home plate, that's probably a bad jump by the base runner, but an excellent play on defense.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. Ozuna, the lead runner at second. Loud over at first with one away.
That's the ball.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Sliced hard, but foul.
Ball, that's in. Ball.
2 on, 1 out. And it remains 2-2.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Fair ball. Here comes the runner. The throw home. He will score, and they take the lead. 1-0. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Digging in, Nick Gonzalez. And that's a base hit. Here comes Loud. 1 run is in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Runners in the corners here. 1 away. Joey Bart up here. Foul ball there. Runners are at the corners. 1 away.
That missed. That's the ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one's in there, and it's 2-2.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball, double play.
Off the plate inside. 3-2 now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And they're all loaded up.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
This one in the air, center field. Outman should have this one. He's got it. Runner tags from third. 1 runs in. The relay to the plate. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they lead by 4. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jared Triolo.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
In the air to left center, Outman moving under this one. And that ends the inning. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. We head to the on now to the top half of inning number 2. And now for the Twins, Cody Clemens.
He's already pitching with a 4-0 lead, so we should see him be aggressive, fill up the strike zone, don't issue free passes.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Rodriguez takes it in for the out. And there's 1 down.
Batting 7, the catcher, Victor Caratini.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
Ball.
That's off the mark, and the count is 3-1. Fastball for a strike. And down on strikes, 2 away.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Line drive, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Batting ninth, the center fielder,
James Outman now at the plate.
Outman.
Didn't play in last night's game. A little breather for him. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Ball. That's a ball. That's inside.
And down on strikes he goes, and that is that. Twins back here at PNC Park, leading off Jake Mangum. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Whips it to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. That's too low.
Ball, that's
Ball
low.
1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He's been a great free agent sign. On the ground, right
Foul
side, but it kicks foul. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2.
Good
That's the
slider
ball.
down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch. Really
No,
good
that
take,
missed.
especially with 2 strikes.
Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Fouled off to the right. Oh, 1 now.
Nope. Ball.
It's a
Ball.
big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Bottom half of inning number 2. Grounded to third. Could be 2. Keyshaw for 1, and that's 2. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Pirates 4 and the Twins nothing. This is Pirates baseball on the show Pittsburgh. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Martin.
Swing and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Runner on the go. No question about this one. It's out of here. His 7th home run of the season. And they cut into the deficit. It's 4-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
So let's take a closer look inside the numbers. That blast from StatCast, 113 miles an hour off the bat, Singy.
And it just flew out of here, Boog. Even if you only heard the ball hit the bat, you knew that was a home run. I mean, he put a perfect swing on it, and the numbers back it up.
That one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Strike 2. And there's a ball. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swings through it for the K. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Josh Bell at the plate now. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. There's a strike. Bell wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And the strike call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. The 0-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
Ball.
Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. But the Twins bring in 2 on the homer. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. Back here in Pittsburgh, stepping in, Ryan Reynolds. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
You know, these Pirates doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Ground ball right side, and he can't come up with it. The underhand flip, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Third baseman, number 3, Nick Gonzalez.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
And that one sliced foul. The 1-1. Liner caught it second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Bart batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Foul ball.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Got him swinging. And 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Back here at PNC Park, and now for the Twins, Cody Clemens. Chandler back to work. Gets the call. Strike 1.
Well, these Twins, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
The 1-2.
Ball.
Just misses with that one. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges.
Up next for the Twins, the catcher, Victor Caratini.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. The Buccos up by 2. Top half of inning number 4. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. So up next for Minnesota, Kalen Culpepper. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Two down, nobody on. Check swing went around, and it's 0-2.
That's a ball.
That one lifted to left. Ozuna on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Twins back here in Pittsburgh, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Endy Rodriguez digs in now.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Ball.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
In for a strike, and the count is 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And that's an infield single despite a great effort at shortstop. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over.
Ball.
Rodriguez gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Hey, ha!
On the ground. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He doesn't have a throw, and that leaves them with runners at first and second. First and second. Nope, Derek Shelton out of the dugout. On the mound now for the Twins, Simeon Woods Richardson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
First offering and it just misses. The Pirates trying to break this one open. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Hey. That's a ball low.
And that drops in for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. jackknifes out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings and misses, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Strike one.
Right through there for a strike. 0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And it is gone.
For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Ozuna, batting with one down, takes a strike. And that's a little bit high. And that is ball one. Ripped to short. 2 away. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Up the middle. The throw to first, and that's the inning. Cannonball coming. It's now a 7-2 ball game. We go to the top of the 5th, and now for the Twins, James Outman.
Well, these Twins being a little too patient at the plate in this game. I'm surprised with all the strikeouts we've seen from them. Sometimes you get fooled up there, but it's just happening too often right now.
Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
I mean, they're getting hittable pitches. That's why they're called strikes. But going back to the dugout, knowing you could have done something with what you got is frustrating for hitters.
2-2 now.
Ball.
And a payoff pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Good job to fight that one off. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Here comes a 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw, save. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top of the 5th. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
That's off the inside corner. Full count now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Number 8.
And next for Minnesota, Otto Lopez.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
And that misses. And that's ball 1.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
On the ground, out to short. Throw almost pulls him off the bag, but he holds on to get the out.
Great job from the first baseman to get a little dirty on the play for the catch. Just because it looked easy, that doesn't mean it was.
Second and third here. 1 away.
Two walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
In the dirt, blocked. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Outman at third. Martin at second with 1 away. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch.
No,
Can't catch up.
The ball.
And that just misses. Full count pitch will have to wait. Time called to the plate. Two on, 1 out. And that'll load the bases.
Take your base.
Up next for Minnesota, the designated hitter, Josh.
Here's Josh Bell.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
That's the ball.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
That one misses, and that'll bring home a run.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there, and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Bubba Chandler won't go any further. Not his best performance, but he leaves with the lead. And we'll get a new arm. Pirates with a new arm on the mound, Isaac Matson.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Substitution now at first base. And pinch running for the Twins, Byron Buxton getting some more speed on the bases.
Nope, ball.
That one fouled off.
Ball.
Almost got him. That is ball 4, and that'll bring home a run.
No, not what they were looking for from him out of the pen. That'll drive a manager crazy. He wants guys to come in and attack the strike zone.
At the plate, Cody Clemens. fouls away the first offering. And fouled off. One out, base is full.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
That misses the zone. It's 2-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a 2-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Outside low, ball one. 2 outs, bases are full. Next offering in there for a strike, and that is strike one.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. That one missed. Line drive, base hit. One runs in. Another comes in to score. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He's safe. And they clear the bases. It's a bases clearing single. A big 2-out hit, and the game is tied. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Isaac Matson is done, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching from the
So they
Pirates,
turn things over to the righty,
#65,
Justin Lawrence.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
And now for the Twins, Halen Culpepper, 1 for 2. Hand up as he asks for time at the plate. Right through there for a strike. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Struck him out looking. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. Home half of the 5th coming up. And we are tied 7-7. Bottom of the inning, Brian Reynolds here.
You know, these Pirates putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And a good start to the inning. Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound. Here comes the manager out of the Twins dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Simeon Woods Richards. Coming out of the bullpen for the Twins, Justin Topa.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
Ball.
And if you're a manager or a hitting coach, you love to see your guys really fighting for every at-bat, every pitch. It tells you a lot about how they showed up to the ballpark today.
And a count 1-2. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out.
Ball.
Hard hit, base hit. Coming around third is Reynolds. Relay throw. Safe. It's now 8-7.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. That one was smoke coming off the bat, and it looked like there might have been a close play at the plate. Good job of base running rounding third, making sure he could come in and score that run.
Chop back up the middle. Gets it to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
The 0-1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Down. Ball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Now here is Jared Triolo.
Ball.
2 outs and a runner at third. Last half of inning number 5.
Hack.
Brings it in for the third out. But the Pirates strike on this run-scoring double. We're through 5. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far.
Now pitching for the
Righty
Pirates,
reliever out of the pen,
49,
Yohan Ramirez.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Flips the corner, and it's 0-1. Late with the swing there. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Mason Montgomery, the lefty with big swing and miss stuff, is getting ready. Soto also getting ready. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Now the left fielder, Austin Martin. Fouled off. He was late. Ramirez, a 6'3" righty, 30 years old now, a former first-round pick back in 2019.
Last couple of pitches
outside.
breaking
Ball.
balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Fastball for a strike. Back up the middle and a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
So up next for Minnesota, Matt Wallmer. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Ball one, no strikes. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Applies the tag. And he'll get two. Double play. Back here at PNC Park, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Comes up empty. That one ripped. And foul ball.
Ball.
Got him. One down.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate. And I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
And here is Spencer Horwitz. He really made his presence felt back in the fourth inning of this one, Singy.
Absolutely. 3-run blast and a shot of energy for his teammates.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Taylor Rogers on the pitch here.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Hoo-yah!
Oh and 2 now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
And
No,
that's
that's
awfully
out.
close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Got him. 2 gone. Gets the strike. That was the sweeper. Ozuna wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. They'll keep their remaining challenge.
That missed. That's a ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And another ball.
That's outside.
That's ball 4.
Inside,
Tried
ball
another
4.
sweeper,
Take your base.
but couldn't find the zone.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And now 2 aboard. And now a high leverage at bat for Brian Reynolds.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner in the center.
Time called now as the pitching coach makes his way to the mound. A couple of relievers warming up out there in the pen.
Ball.
2 on, 2 outs. Next offering is fouled back. That's to third. Culpepper gets him easily, ends the inning. Pirates strand a couple, and this remains a close one. It's 8-7. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Mason Montgomery.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
Out to short. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Well, that's one of those where you just have to tip your cap because he couldn't have played that one any better. Stood no chance with the speed running down the line.
No outs. Runner at first. And next for Minnesota, Luke Keeschel. Step off throw to first.
No, he beat it,
Buxton back in there.
Ball.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance.
Buxton on the run.
That
Pitch
missed.
is
That's the
low.
ball.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
The 2-1. Top of the zone for a called strike. That's a little bit low.
That's a really good take.
And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. So they're now out of challenges. So the tying run at second gets a piece and stays alive. Payoff pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Reynolds settles under this one. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The relay to third. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. So now pinch hitter for Minnesota, Ryan Jeffers. He represents the go-ahead run. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Right side, hard hit. Rodriguez takes it to the bag, and he's out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Vic Caratini at the plate.
Drove in 3 last time up, and another chance to put something on the board here.
The 1-1. Swings through that.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Now pitching for
Dan
Minnesota,
Altavilla
number
into the
53.
game.
Power slider guy, Boo.
Altavilla.
He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Foul ball there.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
And now it's 1-2. Started
Did he
after
go?
it. Appeal to first. That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. And a foul ball. Gets him to chase after that one.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
That's a ball.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
2 down, nobody on. That clips the corner. Bounce to the right, and that's just foul. Out towards right center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next,
Now here is Jared Triolo, 1 for 3.
Triolo.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That one came in at 99. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. They still lead it, though, 8-7. Back here in Pittsburgh, and now for the Twins, Kalen Culpepper. Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And they get the out. Big play there to get the leadoff man. Derek Shelton bringing a bat off the bench now. Alan Roden looking to start something with 1 gone. And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base.
That's down. That's a ball.
So now 1-2.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And the Pirates. New pitcher on here, Gregory Soto.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Martin, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Soto, multi-time All-Star. He features a two-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is a...
Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch. Runner on the go. Pitch is high. Throw to second. Save. The Twins with the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th.
That's the ball. Outside.
In the air to left center. And that's the third out.
Well, this guy...
Back here at PNC Park. On to the bottom of the 8th. Jake Mangum getting ready to hit. And that's fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a bouncer. Keishel handles, throws to first. So they get the out after a long battle at the plate.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
First pitch way inside, a fastball.
That's low. That's a ball.
The 2-1. And downstairs.
Ball. That's down.
Foul ball. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Pirates, the left fielder, number... Oh,
No, that missed. That's a ball. Hey!
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
No, that's it.
Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. It's the Pirates 8 and the Twins 7. We go to the 9th, and now for the Twins, Matt Wallner. Swings through that one out in front that time. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
That one close, ruled a ball. Now 1-2.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
Two now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
And a big swing and a miss.
Now pitching for the Pirates, number 65, Jose
Urquidy going for save number 1 in this spot. He joined the team as a free agent.
No, that's out.
Inside, and that's ball 3. And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base.
Well, that right there could end up being a big walk in this game. He's certainly a threat on the bases, especially with them looking to tie this thing up.
Luke Keeschel, the next twin up. Runner takes off in the air, right field. Reynolds under it, caught, and the runner's dangerously far from first. Throw to first, ball game. And the Pirates hold on to win a tight one as this one ends.